Hello, I'm Richard. I'd like to talk to you about something that affects so many people that I come across, that I see around the world. And that is many people are suffering from financial challenges. They don't have enough money to pay the bills, to meet the needs. Things happen in the family and all of a sudden there's not enough money to meet the needs. So this video is about overcoming financial challenges. And I've made it pretty simple. However, there are some very important principles to understand. First of all, what is a financial challenge? That is when there is a lack of money, insufficient money to meet the needs of what's going on and what's happening. Consequently, there's anxiety, there's pain, there's suffering, there's tension, there's fear, and all those negative emotions being churned up and happening at that time. Now, why is this happening? Why is it so? Well, there are three reasons here. The first one is cause and effect. Everything that happens to you is a result of something. So the second law of the universe is cause and effect. You make a move, it has an impact. So the result of being in financial lack, having financial challenges, is a result of a cause somewhere. So looking at the cause, looking at what action has delivered that result is important, because whatever result and whatever you're experiencing in your life now is the result of some thinking, some action, some beliefs, some position that you've taken. The next reason why this financial challenge is that we live in a matrix. The world is controlled by people that do not have your interest at heart. The whole system is set up to put people in financial bondage. So understanding that and seeing how it works, why it works, what can be done about it, what your options are, is actually very liberating. The other issue here is when you lack money, there's confusion in your knowledge at some level. When you break down the acronym of the word lack, L-A-C-K, it's L-A, love allowing, C-K, confusion in your knowledge. If you didn't have confusion in your knowledge, you wouldn't be in lack. So at some level, there's something missing, or not visible, or not present too. That's the why. Well, how do you get out of it? Well, the first thing to do is to step out of what I call the lack spiral. Once you're in this lack and you've got this financial challenge, it's like being in a whirlpool or a vortex where you spin round and round in circles and you don't seem to be able to get out of it. Why? Because fear and anxiety feed the result. So when you have fear and anxiety about a situation, there's all this negative tension and energy, you are feeding that situation continuing energetically. So the first thing to do is step out of the lack spiral. Now, this is easier said than done. When you're feeling in pain, when you're suffering, you don't want to think about doing anything like that. But to step out, it's as simple as going for a walk in nature. Breathing in fresh air, enjoying sunshine. If you're near a beach, going for a walk barefoot on the sand and getting your feet wet with the water lapping up. It's as simple as that. If you're not near a beach, just go for a walk in a garden or a park, just somewhere outdoors. Nature is very nurturing in this situation. Stepping out of the lack spiral is also your being able to engage your mind in doing things that you love, that are inexpensive. So putting some time into yourself doing something you enjoy, that's inexpensive, that's possible and practical, would be good. Then to make small lifestyle changes, because your lifestyle, how you live, what you're doing is delivering the current result. So making small lifestyle changes will make a difference. Is it changing your sleeping patterns? Is it breaking some bad habits? Is it getting more sunshine, doing more grounding, maybe starting a meditation and getting out of your head? That would be an example of small lifestyle changes that actually help you get out of the spiral. A very important thing is to change your thinking and beliefs, because your thinking and beliefs are what has got you to where you are. If you think you can't, you can't. If you think you can, you can. And your beliefs are the internal subconscious programming that drives all your behavior. So understanding your belief systems about money, about wealth, about abundance, about all those things is actually very important. The root of all that is a subject for another video. We don't have time to cover that here. Now let's move on to the next one. When? Well, you can now step into nature by just going outside. That's what you can do now, immediately, to help yourself. Learning how to breathe deeply from the diaphragm, breathe slowly, is something that will change the negative energy in your body. Tomorrow, what can you do tomorrow? Ask yourself the question, what small change can I make in my lifestyle that will help change and turn that situation around? And then tomorrow, you can implement that and start to make that a habit. To make that a habit means that you have to do it for 21 days in a row. Then next week, what can you do next week? Well, next week, you can start what's called a time bank. A time bank is when you take 5 hours a week and invest it in yourself. When you invest that time in yourself, that time will be what you can use to do research, to learn new skills, to change the way you do certain things. And it's time that you allocate to yourself for you to make a shift and change. And then what are the other proactive changes that can happen in your life that are practical, that are ongoing, that will make a difference in where you are? If there's not enough money coming in, then the question is, what can you do to, number one, plug the leaks? Number two, increase your source of income. Number three, free things up so you've got more scope to do more things in your life. That's the when. Then the who is about you. Work on yourself, because if you don't do the work on yourself, if you don't do the inner work, you're going to stay stuck where you are. And then family. Family are intricately involved in all this. And so many people are in financial challenges because it's linked to issues in the family. So then it's about resolving them, if possible, or making it better, and then getting some help as well. Then having some friends to help you is really good, particularly when you can identify where it's appropriate. And the bottom line is to make the right changes. I hear from people all the time, but I'm doing this, I'm doing that, I'm meditating, I'm a good person, I spend time on myself, I work on myself, yet I'm still stuck in lack. When that happens, it's not about what you are doing, it's about what you are not doing that is impacting the situation. So whatever you're doing is delivering a result. If that result puts you in lack, you have to change what you are doing. And so this is about making the right changes in your life. I'm Richard.